Hello everybody, welcome and good evening as we play some more modded Minecraft. And I don't know what it is. I didn't do too much today, but I'm a little groggy, but I do have some Red Bull coming in. So hopefully everything will be fine. And I want to make a lot of accomplishments with this. I'm kind of... Oh god, I hit my caps lock. I'm kind of pondering how I want to do this. I kind of like how this is, and not how this is. I don't know why I am conflicted. Welcome Apex and hello. Sai and Beetle already on and in chat. Let's go ahead and say hello to them. Welcome, or excuse me. Hello, gentlemen. We are live. What's going on?
Oh God, Coke's here. Ugh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, shit. Party's over.
Indeed.
Guess we can't badmouth him anymore.
I mean, I don't see any reason why we can't.
True. What's he gonna do about it?
Oh, yes. The freedom.
Love you, Coke.
He might get upset and start abusing Pooh Bear again.
Yeah. I need simple storage. Right. I want to make it with a backpack, and I want to make backpacks with the stuff of like the mods I'm working with, so that if I need it, I can have it.
Another backpack, Coke? Someone is just...
Well, I find myself
We're gonna
going.
have an intervention zone.
I find myself going back and forth a lot, and I don't like that. Right. Oh god, the way to make simple storage cable is kind of annoying. Hello. Need compressed iron plates. Do we even have compressed iron plates? Also, welcome Vasher.
I don't know, Vasher. I love that saying, and my favorite use of it has been the 1900s are the century of fuck around. The 2000s are the century of find out.
I mean, that's pretty accurate. Wait a minute, hold on. Wait a minute. I need you. I need plates. Do we have steel plates? Yeah, we have steel plates. Okay, cool. Cool.
No steel plates for you.
Okay. Yeah, I need... If I'm going to be going around building and doing stuff, I need, like, shit at my disposal, and I feel like I don't have that. It's because I've stripped down so much when I was doing the space stuff that I have to rebuild everything of all the convenient stuff I had, and, like, being used to that again.
Hey, chat. Guess what's gonna happen? Another month of Tinkers.
Don't test me. I will do it.
I mean, yeah, you gotta upgrade all your Tinker stuff now, because I mean, you know, now we have new materials and new stuff. Premium is coming out.
That will come.
Yeah, Coke. I have a Supremium sword. I guess a pleb like you can deal with whatever material your sword is made out of, but all the noblemen are wearing Supremium swords at this point.
Do not push me to do something really stupid and like just go all night long getting the shit that I want. Okay? It's not healthy and I don't need it.
No one's pushing you, Coke.
Nah.
If you want to remain indigent with shitty stuff, then you can remain indigent with shitty stuff. That is your decision.
I'm just disappointed that we didn't all take that opportunity to sound out a round of All Night Long chorus.
I. Mm, mm, mm.
My Supremium sword is so long and red. Mm. Well, what sword are you wearing?
Beetle, I will murder you.
Oh my, you're still using refined corallium for your pick? Oh, how last season.
Beetle's over here trying to taunt Coke with his red rocket.
At least I have one. Coke is unmanned.
Hey, come on, Coke. Are you going to let Beetle get away with all that lipsticking without you showing off as well?
I mean, what can he show off? He probably has a refined corallium sword, and who wants a gangrenous rod?
I mean,
Explains
he
why he
is from
hasn't had a date.
Florida.
Reason number 47 why Coke hasn't had a date since before COVID is he has a big old green rod.
Hey, that green rod matches the crusty carpets in the back of his car.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Right.
Hey, Beetle, I think it's working.
Um, type straight. I think my brain is somewhere else entirely.
Yes, revenge.
Right. Right. I gotta get the backpack upgrades. God. Oh, I hate that I don't have the shit that I need. Drives me insane. Ryan, okay. I don't even know what I'm gonna make this backpack. Okay. I need a bunch of drawers. Okay, let's do this first. All right.
Why, are your current ones crusty as well?
What, backpack? No, sadly, no.
No, your drawers.
No.
Well, I mean, where do you think the green rod comes from?
Okay.
Wait, is Coke secretly Swamp Thing and we've just never realised it until now?
Swamp Thing? The hell is that?
How how can you be a weeb all these years and not know what Swamp Thing is?
I have no idea what Swamp Thing is.
Swamp Thing is like a massive comic book character. Has been for decades. There's been movies, TV shows.
Nope. No idea.
My God. You fell down too deep in that Japanese rabbit hole.
You did. Wait, hold on. In the same breath, you said, I've been a weeb for X amount of years and don't know about something, and then you tell me I fall too deep into that rabbit hole? Which one is it?
It's both. I mean, you have to be some level of weeb to appreciate something like, Swamp Thing, even though it is, I think it's predominantly an American character. But, the whole comic book thing and whatnot.
Anyone know the BB color code? Boar slate gray?
I think he means 4 slate gray.
I have.
What do you mean by BB color code? Do you mean RGB?
I have no clue.
Oh.
I mean, if he means RGB, it's 44, 50. Oh, what's the last one? 56, I think.
I wouldn't even know that.
Oh, that. It's a hashtag 7080. I think it's 90. It's either 80 or 90.
How the fuck do you know that?
He's Beetle. I would be surprised if he didn't know that.
Wow. That came out of left field for me. I've never memorized the code that well before. Holy Jesus.
And that is why you fail.
Why? Because I don't remember a code.
You remember all that crap about anime, but you can't remember a goddamn hex code? Jeez.
What crap? I literally have watched anime since the quarantine, pretty much. And what crap do you think I know about anime?
I would be very surprised if on your computer somewhere there was not an entire, like, Rolodex folder full of your juiciest juicies.
Of... What, you mean like for porn? No.
I'm not going to elaborate.
No, not on this
Just saying.
computer. No, I don't record or keep anything like that.
Not on this computer. So it does exist.
No. No. I've been to porn sites, yes, but if nothing's on this computer on purpose. This is my work computer. Nothing iffy is ever on this computer. To me, it's not worth the risk. But I don't... Anime porn I've looked at out of curiosity, to be perfectly honest, and it does not do anything for me. Truly. I've said this before.
I know, but it's a mature weave. It just comes with the territory.
You could hit on a much harder note. But fine. Alright, so I'm gonna have... Alright, so this backpack fully upgraded. This backpack is not fully upgraded. So this backpack needs full upgrades.
You know it's not fully upgraded?
I don't know. You tell me.
Your Tinker's tools. Oh.
Right. So let me get this straight. You and everybody else is like, oh god, Cokes and Tinkers. And now you're guilting me into Tinkers?
I was never, oh god, Cokes and Tinkers.
I don't... Oh my god.
I'm just saying, like, you know, you do you, Coke, but you're rocking some outdated... It's like it's 1994 and you're still wearing shoulder pads. Like, come on, Coke.
I'm gonna upgrade my backpacks and have a shit ton of backpack upgrades. I never have to worry about backpack upgrades ever again. Okay, and that's what I'm gonna start doing, is I'm just gonna make stuff. And, sure. Sure. You want OP-ness, I'll give you OP-ness. Careful
Is
with...
that the fantastic follow-up musical to Oklahoma?
I was more concerned that it's Oprah's penis.
Oprah's penis?
Yes, O-penis.
It's a good thing I'm groggy.
Why would you take offense to that otherwise?
Maybe. Alright. Let's put this away. Let's get rid of this and do this. That, and that. And that. Okay. Let's try this again. Not my blue backpack, my brown backpack. And then gold upgrade. And then I'm gonna start having all the shit I need. I don't have to worry about not having stuff. What about slate blue? I don't know. Beetle, what's slate blue? What's the color code for that? Vasher would like to know.
I mean, all you have to do is add blue to it.
Okay. Oh, this got all mixed up, you bastard. Right. So that's all my backpack upgrades, and we're good to go. Now, I have a drawer backpack and a simple storage backpack. Right. Mystical agriculture backpack. Okay. Simple drawers. Let's do that. Is it? Because the mod is called... The mod is called storage drawers. Yeah, okay. Right. Let's do that. Okay. We don't need that anymore because we're growing that. Let's put that away. I need to make more tools. And then there's that. Right. Alright, so I need a backpack for this as well. Because this will make my life easier. This thing is all so unorganized. It's killing me.
Perhaps it should be organized.
A lot of things should be organized.
I mean, my stuff is organized. What are you doing with your life, Coke?
Okay.
I'll tell you what he's not doing.
What's that?
Upgrading his tinkerer's tools.
Well, Coke likes to wallow in mediocrity, I've noticed. He's very stoppable.
What's the point of this?
Like it.
What is the point of this? The fuck? What is the point? God.
There's no point, Coke. I'm just stating what I notice.
Okay.
I mean, there would be a better point if you upgraded your tinker's tools.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna go get Prismarine, and I'm getting all my shit. And I will. I can promise you that. Although, I want the Supremium armor is what I want. Right, so I need the tiers of every core, and every core requires base essence.
We're a bit far away from Supremium armor, Coke.
How so?
Look at Supremium boots.
You talking about the creative flight modifier.
Yep.
And then we need paperclip singularities, which is a quantum compression. Okay. What about that?
Yeah, just, whatever. I'm sure you'll figure it out.
We need a phantom bridge. We need 4 air sigils. We need a syringe from a mob ghast. Jesus Christ. A player interface. Intercasting. There's a lot of steps to all these items, but I don't see anything initially unobtainable.
Okay.
At the moment, I should say.
Okay.
What's the most unattainable thing?
Yeah, just explore it for yourself if you think it's so great.
Eagle feather. That's gonna be annoying. We have to summon the feathers for the eagles, which means you have to kill them. We need a supremium chest plate. The phantom sigil. The sigils are gonna be easy. The paperclip singularity is a quantum compression, which is extended crafting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I can make this thing. We're growing infinite stardust, so now we're the illumination thing isn't hard. And we need what, black quartz? Let's see, can we get black quartz seeds? Yes we can. So we need to grow black quartz seeds, so we have black quartz. Okay. Right. If I was to build a paperclip factory, where would I build it? Or what building can I build a paperclip manufacturing? If I need to make a bunch of paper clips to make a singularity, where would that be?
I imagine the modern factory.
Modern factory? Which modern factory? Not the chip factory.
Yeah, the chip factory.
There's no room for anything like that.
It's like a 1-block thing. Okay, whatever.
Okay, so I need to make a paperclip. A paperclip is literally made with meteoric iron. Oh my god. Okay. So if, okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure out what the thing is that's, like, all of it is not, I would not say easy, but not, I would not say hard. Let me get this backpack real quick. Valen already said they had changed some things, too, from the last time. Because he even said that getting teleportation was easier than he anticipated. Because there's no, like, special platinum or anything, either. Right. So, let me do this. this. Because I want organization. It's killing me. So are you telling me that today, if I did not focus, that I could not get that armor?
I mean, if you can, I'd be very impressed. I would very much be congratulatory.
Although, right.
Although what?
I'm saying, although, is there something...
I doubt you'd be able to get it done today. Very much so. And of like all the things I'd like to watch you do today, doing that is that sounds boring.
What, to go out and get all the pieces to make it?
Yeah.
I've got to do it at some point.
Yeah, but you can slowly build up the pieces as you build up other things. Whereas if you just, I mean, I guess, whatever.
Well, the only thing is the Mika is the only thing that I don't know about. That's with the drill. That is out of my department of like of that. But all right, let's just do something real quick. Right, I officially made a paperclip. I am holding in my hand a paperclip. Alright. What use do you have? Paperclip factory. I can make the blueprint for that. You need it to make the ultimate crafting table. Holy sweet Jesus. Right, you need this to make a paperclip singularity. So the one thing that... Okay, we have the ultimate crafting. That's the green. Yeah, green. We have the green table, don't we? I'm pretty sure. The tier 4? I think we do. Let me go double check. Yeah. We have okay, we have tier 3. We don't have tier blue. Okay, so I have to make another one and remove the anvil. For some reason there's 46 dirt in here. Right. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what in that armor piece is like really absurd. More than anything else. Getting some of the stuff will be kind of interesting. The thing that's crazy about this, and the thing that bothers me about it, is that there's some things that I can get access to because I know it very well, and other things I didn't because, like, all the astral sorcery stuff is stuff that's necessary. Valen's not around for any of the astral sorcery stuff. The blood magic I get. What is this? Oh my god, we do have some of it. We only have 63 of it. Okay. Right. Right. Alright. So, let me make paperclip singularity then? Let's see. Where in the world would I do that? I could do that right... right here, I guess? I do have, like, the Ender stuff. Okay. Alright. So let's make this. Alright, so how much black quartz do we have? We only have... We do not actually have that much black quartz. So let me go ahead and get the seeds going for it. So that way it can be producing.
Well, we have the ore.
We have black quartz ore?
Yeah, in the system. Look at...
Oh, yes, we do. God, it's used to craft a lot of things. Right. So what, do you want me to finish mystical agriculture? In the way of,
I think mystical agriculture would be more useful to us than the Subremium armor. I was mostly trying to goad you into Tinkers, because Tinkers.
Okay.
Still think you should upgrade your stuff in Tinkers.
Okay. Well, I'm going to make my life easier. By basically giving me a bunch of engineering backpacks of all the stuff that I need for when I want to, like, upgrade stuff. Okay. Right. And again, I have a paperclip, and yet it did not give me the achievement. Make a paperclip. I have made a paperclip.
I don't know, can it clip paper, though?
I don't know. I do not know at the moment.
Here, I'll come over, you can throw it at me and see if I get it.
No.
Why not?
Because I know what the comments will be, and I no. Just no.
What do you mean what the comments will be?
No. Alright. Yeah, I need this. Which means I need... Oh, that's a cool looking tree. Nope, I need just a... No. No.
You doing alright there, Cook?
No. No.
I think he's trying to figure out how a paperclip works.
No, I'm not even on the paperclip anymore.
Yeah, likely story.
Oh my god. Okay. What can I do for you, Beetle?
Give me a paperclip. I want a paperclip.
Well, you should, I don't know, listen to some Linkin Park or something. They have some paper something or other song.
Okay, I just want to make sure that this is the right thing. Yes, that is the correct thing that I want. Okay, let's do that. Yes, Beetle. Would you like a paper?
I would like a paperclip.
Okay. If it gives you
Please,
an
sir, can I have a paperclip?
may I have some more? If it gives you the achievement, how do I make a framing table too? Let's get all this stored.
I mean, do you need to make another one? I mean, there's one right here. Oh, you're gonna store it in your. Okay.
Make a copy and have like, so if I ever need to make them on the fly, I could. Here, take your achievement, be done. The game found you not worthy.
Nah.
So it's not a true paperclip then.
Oh wait, I already had the achievement. Oh.
Right.
Well, if that's the case, then Coke should have it as well.
Yeah, honestly, you should.
Yeah.
Because I don't even recall the last time I got that achievement.
Yeah, plus Valen did the force sync, so everyone should have been caught up.
Should have been. This is not the case, though. Alright. I'm going to do this. I've got my trim. Why are these different than those? Wait, what?
Did you make them with different materials?
No, they should be the same.
Because I know, like, the default only takes one bit of trim, and I thought I saw you doing, like, 2 slots worth of trim.
Well, I have no idea. As long as there's no items in it. The stack of 25, which is odd, is going to go in the garbage. That's my solution to that. That is just a beautiful, beautiful drawer. I'm not hurting for resources to be like, oh no, I need those drawers. I'll just burn them. If in doubt, I'll just burn them. Because when I'm doing a project, right? What I'm doing right now is I'm tired of like when I was doing the mystical agriculture is like, oh shit, I don't have this. I have to go run and make this. So all the stuff that I know I'm going to use, like drawers are going to be commonly used everywhere. All of our pipes are going to be commonly used everywhere. All the simple storage is going to be used everywhere. For everything that I'm going to be doing, I'm tired of going in and making a stack and then using it up. I'm just going to have a backpack full of all the shit so that when I'm there, I can whoosh, hook it up and it works. I'm tired of that back and forth. It is bothering the hell out of me.
Understandable.
So no more. Right.
Huh, would you look at that? I have the paperclip achieved.
Welcome, fans. What am I what I'm saying is I am cheating? No. No. I'm not cheating. Sure, high item drawer key, personal key.
See, fans, the way you can know is that if Coke were cheating, he'd be winning, but...
Really? So the only way for me to win is by cheating?
No, I'm just saying, like, if this is you cheating, then you must not be cheating very correctly. And I
I
was just
don't.
doing
I
it.
don't like
I
that.
was just
I
being,
don't. I don't like that defense.
I was just doing it to be snotty, Coke. You know, like,
What is this? Auto converts compatible items.
huh?
What
I
is?
wonder what the hell that does.
Does that automatically turn essence into something?
Oh.
Wait a minute. Yes, there's winning in Minecraft fens.
What's it called again, Coke? Conversion upgrade?
Conversion upgrade, yes. What are the winning conditions? These achievements right here. So y'all see this right here? In SevTech, there's quest achievements that we have to get. Right, and get this specific stuff and obtain it. Like, I've been to Neptune and stuff. Yeah, that's the whole point of, like, competing is to get achievements. Like, the whole point of grinding in WoW to have, like, a win condition is to get the overpowered nice item in a quest or completing something.
Sounds like you're getting mighty defensive there, Coke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm. Well, I mean, I think there's winning. Win condition in WoW all depend on the player. Yeah. Same with Minecraft. Win conditions in Minecraft depend on the player. But they are by definition a win condition. Even personal ones are a win condition. It's definitely personal opinion to an extent, but also by definition achieving the most of something is winning, which is why we have the Olympics and so on and so forth. I mean,
So
people get a kick for competition not only because it brings them joy running up to that achievement, but also the like, see, look, I did it and no one else did. That's part of the thing. That's the pride. People like that a little bit. The journey's a big part. I would say 90%, but there's a little sprinkle of like a cherry on top. And then you got the, people who take that too far, which is wrong.
In your opinion, who takes it too far, Coke?
People who rub it in someone else's face, like the achievements, or use it to think that they're better than another human being in a demeaning manner, I would say.
yeah, Beetle. God.
But are we competing for the achievements? I would love to do that, but these type of achievements are actually so large and require so many steps that everything that we've done in this game from now has been group. So we're competing against the game achievements because they are set to a very high standard. Think of it like it was like a WoW's got like a world boss, and say no one's beaten that world boss. Everybody's got to like compete and fire an attack on it to kill it. Right? Something like that. There's winning. No, I've been told of what the concept is. See, there's a great example of somebody having an achievement of something and then using it saying, oh, Coke thinks he knows something because you've done the world boss. So you won at something, right? You have a personal achievement because you did it. There you go. I need to empty these. Hold on. Do I actually have buckets on me? True friends, and we have a little bit of an inside thing, like who's got the best. We did it with the apartments, which is why I need a Beetle. Beetle's got a big chateau. We do it with armor and gear, and we try to kill each other to see if who's got a more overpowered setup. We were doing that with Astral Sorcery, with leveling, and we diverted in paths and how we wanted to progress through the game, like characters and tools and equipment.
Speaking of apartments and chateaus, AJ, you never answered last night whether you wanted an in-person tour or screen tour.
No, I got you, Vasher. Again, I've never fought a world boss, unfortunately. Like I said, I really wish I was there during like the heyday of all that, to be perfectly honest. But yeah, that's an experience and achievement because you've beaten it. You'd be fine with a screen tour. Okay. Well, let me make a couple of things and then we'll do that. Right, I need buckets. Buckets. Please note too, if you said that what I tried to say, if I'd like to know what you think I tried to say, because maybe it did not come off correctly, and I'd like to correct that if that's the case. Are you still in the server? It says you are, yes. Okay. I may have made a mess. Well, this is comical. Does this wood work? Yes, it does. Gotcha, fence. Yeah, that would be correct. Yeah, I just was using it because I know you and Basher in particular know WoW very well. And I know enough to maybe use that example, but I don't know enough to definitely be no expert. But yeah, okay, I gotcha. Alright. AJ, have you seen much of this server, by the way? There's enriched quartz iron in the chest. Yes, there should be because we have it being made in Mystical Agriculture. So I would hope so. Alright, I need to get rid of the steel wire. I want to put that here for now. Random paper clip means nothing to me. Breaks my heart. Sadly. Right. Alright, we have tons and tons of emeralds, so this... Yeah, okay. It's time to make a whole bunch of this. Yeah, there's a million different examples of what I said, and it all depends on the perception of an individual as to which example works. That's where the personal opinion of like what an achievement is, right? Of like, or what they deem winning. Right, that's where the personal set goal is. Some people's a thing of winning could be simply like, you could be a kid in an art class painting something and your crush likes your painting and that was you winning, you know. Or it's you're not going to be there until you're, you know, Michelangelo. Like, it depends on what somebody, granted there are other famous painters. Beetle might even say there's probably better famous painters, but that's the one I know off the top of my head. But yeah, that's just what that is. It just depends. So, to summarize, yes, there's winning in Minecraft. Yes, there is. Of course there is. Where can you find Steel Leaf? There might be some randomly...
I have some in a chest in my room.
Ah, there you go. Never mind. Yeah, that's correct, Fens. Yeah, but everyone's been poking at me for like the last hour, just to poke, purposely like losing that ground, for instance, on purpose, just to do it, just to get a rise. So everyone's been jumping in on that bandwagon, which is fine. I'm okay. Well, you're not fighting. You're not fighting on my side. What's the problem? Well, well, thank you for not fighting on my side. Or, excuse me, thank you for fighting on my side. No, I'm just saying. Make sure I interpret that. Thank you for fighting on my side. Well, okay. Unintentionally, you have sided with me a little bit. And yes, there's winning in Minecraft. Building a beautiful building, or, you know, getting an achievement, or finishing an automation project, or some kind of difficult problem is winning to a degree. It just depends on the person's, like, it's not your, to clarify, it is not your preference or your interpretation of winning, because it's Minecraft, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I understand and respect that. Yeah, that's exactly right. Do I have prosperity shards? I do not. Yeah, but personally we classify winning differently. Yeah. Everybody does. I'm curious what this does. So I'm gonna go find out. Okay. Okay, here we go. I need to take a little bit of your essence and a little bit of a drawer and do this. So if I do that, it's not converting anything. Auto converts compatible items. What the hell does that mean? Auto convert compatible items. What about crafting seeds? That's exactly what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm making backpacks full of stuff, so I can build all of the infrastructure that I've been building with mystical agriculture and have it on me so I'm not running back and forth and feeling crazy. Automatically converts items that fit? Maybe. That wouldn't be the instinct of a drawer, though. This doesn't even come up with what I want. Yeah, I'm unsure what that does. And it might not do what I'm expecting it to do for mystical agriculture. Or, excuse me, for the drawers. That's okay, though. Just a nice little innocent thing to try. Right, so for this, I can upgrade the drawers if I want. I can make drawers on the spot. I've got... I did not want to do that. And I've got my key and stuff. I can lock drawers, do all that kind of stuff. Okay. Now, I need to make simple storage pipes, because I'm going to be running a whole bunch of, like, these logistical pipes and all this kind of stuff for what I need to be doing. So I need to make a bunch of these pipes so I have on me. Because, like, I have my mystical agriculture stuff. I've now got all my simple drawers, so I can set up that infrastructure if I need to, but I have no simple storage. So we can do that. Also, is there, since I'm going to be doing a lot of crafting with this, what's a video game soundtrack that's really good that we could listen to? That wouldn't be kind of a bad fit, I would say. I'm open for some Doom. Doom is really good. I do like Doom. And Doom is safe. We can do that. Doom game original soundtrack. Let's go. Ba, 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 ba.
In the first age, in the first battle, when the shadows first lengthened, one stood. He
Guitar
chose
Hero?
the path of perpetual torment.
Okay.
In his ravenous hatred, he found no peace, and with boiling blood, he scoured the umbral plains, seeking vengeance against the Dark Lords who had wronged him. And those that tasted the bite of his sword named him the
I mean,
Doomslayer.
come on, Coke. Guitar Hero is a game soundtrack.
Yeah. Sure.
You should do the Beatles rock band soundtrack. I'm sure that'll work out real great for you.
Indeed.
No, we all know that he should be doing the Metallica one. Napster who?
How about that, Fens?
And wouldn't it be fun if like Lars Ulrich came in and just like that's his name, right?
Who?
Yeah, the drummer.
Yeah.
God damn it, guys! I need my 7th golden toilet. You can't be doing this shit to me again.
I mean, his poor golden toilet.
God, there must be an easier way to farm these.
That's a little bit of a touch. We'll try that. Because, like, when I look at my OBS, my voice when I talk is just a little bit higher than that. I'm not really talking about too much, though, at the moment. I'm crafting.
Yeah, I can hear the concentration from here.
Indeed. Alright, so now I have plenty of simple storage. Okay, now for pipes that I want, I need a whole bunch of this stuff. So let's go get some plastic. He does not know. From what I've heard Beetle say, but Beetle can clarify if he wants. But
He is a wonderful wallet to fund people who are vastly more skilled than him and not as much as a fucking moron as him.
You wanted to link a video shitting all over his shit. I mean,
Don't think I've ever seen that porn category before.
I like Elon, but that's me. But that's all right.
No, you're the exact kind of person who would.
How so?
No, it's self-evident comment.
Self-evident comment. I would like that to be broken down a little bit, though, out of curiosity. I'm okay with that.
I don't know. You got the bro-ness to you, you know, and he just exudes, you know, tech bro energy.
The broness in me.
Well,
Okay.
it makes sense from where I'm sitting.
Okay.
You may
Ah!
not see it, but from my particular definition of bro-ness,
Like broness
you-
is in masculinity? Like what?
No, just like
Brother in arms, you mean?
no, like
Or like,
you know,
yo, bro, that's so
drunk
funny, bro. That's so
21
cool, bro.
drunk 21-year-old like college fraternity pledge broness. That sort of like energy of just like, I don't know. You strike me as somebody who would have gone down a certain route.
I tend not to like that. For the record.
You say that now.
But then I've never been in that ecosystem to know which way I would go.
No, sorry, that's not the right way to put it. You're not like the fraternity bro. You're just a tech bro. Like that's sort of like meme culture, and you know, ooh, technology is the thing that's going to solve every problem. There's no downside to any technology. Blah, blah, blah. Just
No,
like the
there's
intersection of those
downsides.
two.
No, there's downsides to technology.
It's like, oh, look at Elon Musk's, making electric cars and smoking doobies on Joe Rogan. It's just like I just feel you lap that up.
Like the bro who thinks just go to Australia and let rockets fall into space instead of using fuel to shoot them. Why would I think that we would? Why would you can't? Okay. The reason I like meme culture is because that what Fens just said, like that kind of meme of like, oh hey yo, let's just go to Australia and because rockets will just fall off the Earth because it's upside down. That kind of meme or that kind of formatting I like, because my kick is when people genuinely believe that, and I like laughing at those people. It's kind of like a litmus test, you could say. That's a way to put it.
I don't feel like I'm explaining it very well. You just seem like the kind of person who would like Elon Musk.
I already said I like Elon Musk.
Yeah. But you seem like the kind of person who would.
I feel like you're trying to beat around something out of fear of something.
No, you're just the kind of person who would like Elon Musk. Again, there are lots of people who like Elon Musk, and I respect many of them.
Valen being one of them.
Yes, I disagree with Valen sometimes, but I respect Valen. I disagree with you sometimes, but I respect you. You are the type of person who would like Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is a charismatic charlatan. Charlatan.
I wouldn't go that far.
Charlatan.
I mean, the guy at least knows what to fund. Like, look at Jeff Bezos, who you'd think would know what to fund, but where's his goddamn rocket? He only got the one that looks like a dick. It's obvious that he has some idea of what he's doing, but he puts on too many airs. He's not Tech Jesus. And I think he legitimately thinks of himself as Tech Jesus. And he is not as necessary as he thinks he is.
Well,
and I'm glad that he's willing to be a big giant wallet for space industries. But Jesus, dude, shut up sometimes.
There's a necessity for culture generation and not necessarily being the best soldier, but also being a good commander. If that makes any sense. Or commander
Okay,
might be.
I don't know if
commander-
you're going to understand this, but
maybe
Elon Musk is a Douglas MacArthur.
Douglas MacArthur.
Yeah, I doubt you would understand that, but
Who's Douglas MacArthur?
he was the Supreme Commander of Allied forces in the Pacific during World War II.
Okay.
And a bit of a diva. He got fired by Harry Truman during the Korean War because he wanted to protect the Korean Republic, a unified Korean Republic, by turning the Yalu River into a radioactive swamp.
Now, how does that in relation to Elon? I'm curious about this. I'm completely open. I'm not bothered by any of it. I'm just curious. I'm trying to an outrageous idea. I mean, okay, but I'll play devil's advocate a little bit.
The guy was, again, Douglas MacArthur was a genius when it came to He was genius and daring and had a lot of bravado when it came to certain things, but then he just figured that because he was good at one thing, he was great at everything. And Lord help you if you told him no.
Mm.
Do you still need that prosperity shard, Avex?
You heard of that person for the first time? You two fans? Okay. Alright. I'm glad I'm listening.
Well, I mean, Fans, you're German. He has like literally no significance to German history. Even among American generals, he has no significance to German history.
But people learn about world history as well. It doesn't matter if you're German or not, or Korean or whatever. I mean, granted, you might know your own history because something is related, but there's a bit more nuance and context to that. Like, world history, you learn about like things like the Greeks and
Douglas
Egypt
MacArthur
and...
is the originator of the "I shall return" when he was forced out of the Philippines when the Japanese invaded, and then famous for returning.
Oh my god! So Terminator's about him.
I mean, if he hadn't died in 1964 and had lived to the release of that movie, he might have thought so. Again, he was an enormous diva.
Yeah, I think it's just he's trying to compare because like the diva thing of like, but like. In fairness, on that,
I mean, it's quite likely that the whole Truman firing MacArthur thing led to Democrats losing the 1952 election. So I wouldn't say has no significance or relevance. I mean, theoretically, there is an effect on German history because I suppose Eisenhower would have different effects on German history than the third term of Truman or whatever. But yeah, exactly. I don't blame Fens for not knowing him.
fix this. That is true, fans. And not for nothing, here's something that's kind of interesting to think about. You know, it's a word I could think of.
I don't know. There were some people who said like, screw Germany. You never know.
Alright, I came here for something. I need to get that. But I don't know. I think the whole Elon thing is... I kind of look at it probably in a bit of a bias, but truthfully, something I see too is that even if I granted the premise of a little bit of it because it's self-evident, the thing that I think about is the world we live in now. Everybody is being... I don't know the word I would pick, but it's allowed it. Like, why is he the only one thinking of ideas and actually being able to accomplish said ideas? To some degree, even failing at them. Like, why is there not more?
Because he's rich.
Well, there's a lot of other rich people.
He's rich and has an interest in space. I mean, like...
Yeah, but granted, the things that he's... Some of the things he has are currently making money at the moment. Some things aren't. I know that. But not all things. Bill Gates tried to make the world a better place. True. That is true. Keyword there is try.
I mean, because you got a long history of billionaires thinking, how can I make the world better, and doing things like that. You know, in the early 19th century, what I wish we could maybe return to is the days when billionaires would be like, I want to leave a good legacy. Let me build 1,000 libraries across the United States, a la Andrew Carnegie. Bill Gates has his vaccine thing. I mean, I suppose you could say that Elon Musk is the first person to think that him making a big giant space company is the thing that's going to directly lead to great things for the human race.
I mean,
which
we do want
is a hypothesis, sure, but
I mean, do we not want to be on another planet by now? Honestly,
is being on another planet in the next 20 years worth however many people are going to die from horrific poverty in that time span who could be helped if perhaps people weren't spending so goddamn much money on space travel? Like, how many lives is the Falcon 9 worth? How many lives is Starship worth?
well, considering the okay.
And if you say, I mean,
well, no, hold
yeah,
on.
like,
There might be. Hold on now. With that logic, I do understand, but there's also something else. Is there are, without a doubt, unequivocally possibilities of like the world being like killed by like a meteor or something, for instance, or like, you know, just a nuclear war, like just issues with the planet in general. Like, yeah, sure, I wouldn't want to leave anybody behind, but, you know, sometimes decisions of that magnitude are not gonna, like, you dare not walk outside and step on a blade of grass because you'll be killing insects. I mean, that might be a...
well,
I mean,
there are religions that go that far, Coke.
Yeah, I understand, but if say, for instance, again, I'll build it's a straw man, but like, if we get on another planet, now we're on two different planets, so if something did happen to one, where at least like the survival of the species is something, like that's a legitimate thing, because I mean, you can't just throw out like people are crazy SOBs and that people might want to push a button and wanting to get off to another planet where that literally can't happen if it's self-sustaining. It's not a bad idea. I mean, I hear you, but
not
like,
a bad idea, but again, there are many things that are nice to have.
But like, I mean, at what point is it
carry a cost?
Well, everything does. But like, at what point is it okay for him to do that? You know, is it objectively okay? So now there's, like, say there's 20% poverty. Like, I'm just gonna make up a number, 20% poverty in the world, and then okay, so now he changes it and there's 10%. So now he can then go to the rocket. Like, that's an arbitrary kind of goalpost to set of deciding that. Like,
my statement of belief in this matter is I have no problem with some people having too much, as long as there is nobody who has too little.
But that's also in the
And
eye
I'm
of the
not saying
beholder.
everybody has to. And I'm not saying everybody has to, have an iPhone and a TV and a car, but there shouldn't be anybody going hungry. Shouldn't be anybody homeless. And there shouldn't be anybody without at least a modicum of proper medical care.
Yeah, but there's a point where you can't.
And the fact that we have a bunch of billionaires having big, shiny, fucking rocket fights with each other, whilst there are people who are still hungry and homeless and sick in the world who don't have to be, is a bit shitty, is a bit icky, is a bit gross.
Yeah, sure, but also hold on. Fans are saying, you realize that life you are living would not be possible without millions and millions and millions of people working years and years and years before you. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I stand on the shoulders of giants of my ancestors, 100,000%. I always feel really appreciative about that. I always kind of have that, like, occasionally I get like, if there's ever like a moment of lull, I'll kind of think about that a little bit. I tend to actually enjoy thinking about that a little bit. And I tend to be really appreciative. I try to be. Maybe sometimes I'm not the best at it, but I do try. No, but things that are worthwhile to achieve are never easy.
Nobody said that they were easy.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
I think eliminating poverty and hunger and homelessness and death from preventable diseases is very, very, very hard. But I think it is very, very, very worth achieving. And I think more worth achieving than shiny big metal cockfights.
True. But that's the one analogy that we have, like, in front of us. But, again, I'm just going to purposely play devil's advocate a bit, because If I have, like, excess and somebody was in need, I would want to help them. I have no problem with that. I never have. In fact, it's burnt me a few times, and particularly my family, because many times I've witnessed things I was like, we were way too nice. And I wish we weren't, like, type of situations. But there is a point where, even you know this, that there's a percentage. Granted, I don't know when that. I don't know either when that line would be of, like, we truly have, the maximum amount that we can get out of poverty versus, what I'm about to say. But there is a point where no matter what you do or what you're trying to do, it does not work. Because of various things. Like,
yeah,
there's
the problem with the homeless
individuals.
situation in Portland right now is that there are just some homeless people who like being homeless.
Yeah.
And that's fine, but the resources should be available to them if they change their mind.
Yes. But you can't. See, that it's also kind of like you were saying, like, there's also religions and stuff that make certain decisions that otherwise, like, you cannot change. It would not be possible for certain things. Like, Ramadan, like, literally people starve themselves, right, for their religion. Granted, that's different than going hungry, but, like, that's like a goalpost of, like, there are certain things that are being shaped.
I think you're mistaking my people should not be forced to go hungry with no person should ever be hungry anywhere, even if they choose to do so as a choice for religious reasons.
No, I just was saying that I was mainly using that for, like, as an extreme. Like, people have freedom of their religion. They can believe whatever they want. I'm okay with that.
Sure, if somebody has the religion that they want to live in poverty, hungry, homeless, and without proper medical care, okay, fine.
But my
you can
point though is,
let's put a dollar value on it. Every person in the world requires $10,000 to live a life outside of what I would assume is poverty. Let's just say, for sake of argument, that. All right, well, let's create that fund. There's 7 billion people, $10,000
Ben.
each. Most people pay for themselves, right?
all right,
Most
Apex.
people pay for themselves, but for the people who can't, that money should be available.
Honestly, I do understand. It's just unfortunate that that's a very arbitrary thing in that it doesn't play to human nature.
You think it's arbitrary, but really,
No, it doesn't play to human nature, because just because it's one of those things.
well,
like,
it's incumbent on us as humans to be better.
I do understand that, but if you don't have something in place in an infrastructure where something can be applied and warped, right? No matter, like, I don't want to go off the beaten path, but like an idea that's applying to try to help is that can truly help is unfathomably very, very difficult. Not impossible, I don't think. I think it's very possible. But is extremely difficult. Right? Because of the ebb and flow of people, mindsets, and then people who end up grabbing reins of power will pervert, twist, anything. So if you can make something, a framework that is not incorruptible, but like, say, astronomically unlikely to be corruptible, or what have you, is great and can be applied to where, like, it's a framework to everybody, and it can kind of wiggle. It's got to be like real twisty. Like, think of it like say, imagine a slinky that no matter what you did to it, it would always go back to a slinky type of thing. Like, if that was like a manifestation of an idea. But I don't, of course, that's just to me a kind of a wet dream in my head of a really cool idea. And that's literally just
they have there's alloys now that work that way.
Yeah, it's just like, but like I'm saying, like, using it as a metaphor of like for an idea. Like, here's something like as an example that I know that is currently kind of not the best, or not in the best position, and I wish it wasn't. But a great example would be, like, roughly speaking, because it understood how people were, is the Constitution, right? Like the Bill of Rights and how that framework works. I think that's a very intuitive thing in the way of, after all this time, there's been a lot of twisting, right? But there's still a lot of hold to it in a lot of ways. Granted, there's a bunch of arguments.
Well, yes,
about...
if all men were angels, no government would be necessary, as James Madison said.
Yeah, like that
have the same attitude towards poverty. Like, if people would if all people were angels, then poverty wouldn't be a problem. But
yeah,
sometimes you just gotta fucking shake out the money by force if they won't fucking
also,
donate it. Elon Musk needs to be shaken quite a bit.
Also, poverty,
as does Jeff Bezos, as does Bill Gates. You need to grab them all by their skinny little ankles. Just hold them over a big giant, like,
but I mean, you
glass jar, and just shake, 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 shake.
Shake your booty, or your body, excuse me. Yeah, Bill has given away a lot of money. A lot of people have, but in fairness, this is again, there's a bit of a subjective thing with this. here's a question. At what point, like I was saying, and I kind of hinted at it before, is at what point is it enough from them? Like, there's got to be a line in the sand of like, all right, well, I've already done, say 100 million of this to causes or whatever. Okay, I did some good. Now I can go focus on what I want. Like, there's a point of...
As long as there's one person forced to live in poverty.
But what is poverty?
Again.
Because some people choose to, like, live out in the woods, for instance. Like,
As I said, as long as there's one person forced to live in poverty.
How would you even measure that, too, though, is my question. Don't get me wrong. I have seen it. One or two times, actually, really up close in a terrifying way. Yeah, but I just wonder, because you can see that what I'm hinting at is, yes, I always like where people can do more, but I know, like, this,
I mean, honestly,
scumminess
it's
of
kind of even
mankind.
silly to say that, like, billionaires are worth $1 billion, because there's no way any human being is worth $1 billion. There's no way the value of the work somebody does could ever possibly be worth $1 billion. I'm sorry.
Hold on.
I don't care how smart you are. I don't care how fucking hardworking you are.
No, I disagree with that, because there are values that can transcend or are intrinsic, because to play like an emotional side, there are things that can cause influence, that generate unimaginable, like, joy and happiness, like say a great artist making something and then it inspiring a whole bunch of people, which generated, like, all their, like, happiness. Like, that's a very valuable thing. Like, what about the things that, like, generate hope and keep people
You could put
from...
a dollar value on happiness, then why are billionaires unhappy ever?
Well, that's my point, though, is that you can't say that somebody's not worth $1 billion, because there's no way to measure that. It can be... Faster. Take a homeless shelter, you can ask them all, and they will say they're forced there just so they aren't looked down upon more than normal, and that's from someone who's been there twice. Yeah, there's a lot of things of, like, it's not a black and white thing, because one, there's, like, so many different individual, like, things that pop up, like a person's decisions or certain things that were determined by them before them even realizing it, where they can fight against it, like a fish swimming upstream of determinism versus, like, them being a fish and their free will trying to fight it, and it maybe works and sometimes it doesn't. Like, a baby born who's addicted to, heroin or crack or something already it's a horrific thing. Like, they didn't choose any of that. That's a horrible thing. That's definitely not free will involved in that aspect. There's a whole sort of a strain of stuff, and there's so many different things that I think. What's the conclusion? I get all these philosophical rants, but I feel like a Stephen King. I can't end the way I want. God dang it! I want to end something. Fuck. The problem would be to survive the 3 generations it would need for everyone to adapt. that hypothesis, Fens? You can never force anything and hope that people agree. Remove the monetary system. We have technology to have medicine, food, and everything you need for everyone on the planet. Yeah, we definitely have the means that if we really wanted to. That's definitely true. Like right now, if, you know, me and Beetle have talked about this, and you know, like if there were aliens, mankind would kind of like work together type of thing. If everybody truly worked together, like the world would be an incredible place. You could pull out everybody. It would be amazing. That's a bullshit idea. What, like the common enemy idea? Oh, that's a lot too. There'll definitely be a global effort to bang them. That's true. There'd definitely be somebody out there willing to bang an alien.
One way I like, just to put things in perspective, in terms of people like Jeff Bezos, is if you made 5,000 per hour, 5,000 per hour, and worked 40 hours every week since the birth of Jesus Christ, whatever that alleged date is, 2,000 years ago,
Okay.
you would only have made about 10% of Jeff Bezos' net worth. So I'm sorry, there's no human fucking way you can say he earned that money.
Yeah, no, Jeff Bezos is definitely an example that
And again, you take that down to like 2,000 an hour. You'd have made less than 10,000 or $10 billion in that whole time. You can't say you cannot say billionaires have earned their money. I'm sorry.
No, I just was saying that you were saying that no human life would be worth, like, say, $1 billion, but that's not necessarily true. Because a certain individual could, I mean, there are things besides like Amazon, right? There are things
Well, I mean,
that have generated
like,
great wealth to, like,
musicians bring joy to millions of people, but what's the work actually involved?
No, I know that, but like,
you have writing the song, yeah, that's some work. That takes, I don't know, however long that takes. Then you have recording the song, which takes however long that takes. You know, I think musicians, I think like Taylor Swift level musicians or Kanye West level musicians or that sort of thing, I think they're over generously compensated for the time and effort they actually put in.
no, I'm not. Again, for the record, I am playing devil's advocate just a little bit. I'm not on a billionaires thing. I'm just saying there are things and acts upon which, besides Jeff Bezos, for instance, that can generate a lot of wealth of, like, not just monetary, but like emotional or capital type of things, right? That can be very beneficial. And could you measure that to $1 billion? Maybe. I'm just saying, you can't say that nobody has ever been worth $1 billion, because again, we can't measure that. So it could be, it could not be. There's no intrinsic thing like that. Again, I granted, yes.
There's no intrinsic thing that to say that anything you invent will be good. And there's one dude, I blank on his name right now, but he invented a whole bunch of really valuable at the time, like world-changing inventions. Like, he invented an additive for gasoline that increased the efficiency of car engines and made them run better. He invented a wondrous refrigerant that got used in everything. And I mean, he was very wealthy, and you could say while he was still alive that, wow, you know what? Maybe he, look at all the human progress he's brought to the world.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then you find out, well, maybe pumping giant quantities of lead into the atmosphere through the gasoline we're burning isn't a good fucking idea. Oh, maybe all that freon we're using to refrigerate, burning a hole in the ozone layer, isn't a really good idea. So it's impossible to say, oh, well, these persons have caused so much joy and so much value right now.
But
It's
that's
impossible to know the consequences as you go out
yeah. There's no way
a couple decades.
I mean, there's no
So would you say that that person who invented tetrahedral lead and freon was worth $1 billion, or was worth all the, oh, he's so great?
well, one Matt, did he know about that? Like,
No,
he had no idea that that would cause that effect, right?
no,
I mean,
but he's still responsible for it.
yeah, but that's a little. Someone genuinely trying to do good things and trying to be efficient and not knowing. Like,
Well, road to hell is paved in good intentions. Like, all those pray away the gay camps that horrifically abuse people, horrifically abuse children. Those are all based on good intentions. Those people legitimately think that they're doing good things.
yeah, no, I don't agree with those camps at all. Yeah, yeah, no, I hear you on that.
Like, even to take it to the most extreme, Hitler thought he was the good guy.
Yeah, no, that's true. I know. That's that's the definition of like true evil is when someone who is doing something that is objectively evil, but not only them, but like everybody believes it's actually for the good.
Well, that's the thing, is like, you can argue about objective evil. Like, I don't think there's anything actually objective.
What do you mean objective?
Like, in ethics, there's nothing that's 100% objective. There's no objective truth in social science, which is why appending the science to the end of social is a really bad idea.
Oh, right, because it's yeah, it's because it's point of view. Okay, yeah, I understand what you're saying now. Yeah, no, that is correct. Yeah, because yeah, social science is always a point of view because yeah, it's yeah, this kind of falls back to the. It's funny you say that because that kind of falls back to a quote that stuck with me in particular at a very specific time in my life, from a very odd source, I'll say, and it is that scene. I've brought this up before, but this is gonna come a little bit of right field, but yeah, no, I do understand what you're saying, and I do agree with that. The pathway to hell is definitely paved with good intentions. That's 1,000% correct, and I do agree with that. And about social sciences and perspective of point of view is Heath Ledger's line in the Joker in the interview when he talks about, kind of insulting the people behind the glass while talking to Batman, where he says, like, don't be like them. They're only as good as, society lets them be. When the chips are down and everything's really on the line, they'll eat each other. Meaning there really is, like, what their position is this house of cards type of thing. It's not really, what's the word? It's not really stable. It's perspective. Granted, raving lunatic, but it reminds me, like, there's just a little drop of sanity in all that big pool of madness, which is kind of like the yin and yang sign, which is where you got like the one side that's like, say, white, and then like the one little black spot, and then those little spots mean that there's like the opposites, a very tiny bit, are inside those bigger things. But yeah, I do know what you mean by that. I do. I was saying that for me personally, I do in truth want to value just human life in general, but like that principle is a hard thing to hold on to, because there are situations where that would fight against itself a lot. You know, deeming a random person, no matter what, something bad, but then, oh, we need to do all this kind of good things, is like sacrificing one for a lot. And that situation kind of makes sense sometimes, but what is it really doing?
Familiar with the term, don't let perfect be the enemy of good?
Yes. You've mentioned this before, yes. Because I've actually heard that from you for the first time. Yes, I do know that, yes.
Like, yeah, humans are imperfect, but if you're just going to hold out, well, you know what?